is power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is December the 1st, 2023, and today the topic is wonder-working power. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday and happy new month. It is officially December. Y'all, how do y'all feel? 2023 is almost done. When 2024 is around the corner. To God be the glory for this amazing year. I don't know how it's been for you guys, but I've had an amazing year. So many wonderful things has happened. I want to give a shout out to my brother from another mother. Because listen, I don't know if it's just overflow or what. You know, you proclaim abundance 2023 and it just overflows to your friends and family as well. This guy has been working. He's been building his acting resume and he has been featured in Voyage Atlanta. So yeah, Voyage ATL has interviewed him and things like that. So super proud of him. If you don't know who I'm talking about, then that is the co-star of the Cast movie and much, much more. He's a dear friend and I'm so happy for him and his endeavors. Congratulations, brother. So many amazing things again has happened with my family and friends and me and, you know, everything like that throughout the year. It's been really, really cool. I hope that it's the same for you all as well. I know I'm recording late and I ain't gonna lie. I almost at one point was thinking, you know, do I need to take a break from the juice, you know? But then I don't know, man. Every time I do it, I'm like, nah, I might need to keep this up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this temptation is. I don't know if it's a spiritual attack or what, where it's like got me wondering, should I quote unquote take a break or take a vacation or whatever. Because my whole thing is too, the way I'm thinking, even if I go on a quote unquote vacation, I can still do the juice. I can still wake up in the morning and share whatever the Lord wants to share with me, with y'all. So I don't know. We're gonna see what the Lord do, because I actually did that on a vacation that I went on a couple years ago. And yeah, it's been a little while, and there's talks about a possible vacation for your girl at the end of the month. So we're gonna see what the Lord do. But yeah, I'm glad that I pushed through this morning. I'm here to talk about wonder working power. How did I get to this morning? Well, I woke up early. I want to say I woke up at my first alarm and everything like that. But let me see. I started listening to the prayer meditation around 5. Because that's the time my husband's supposed to be getting up. So I was trying to help him get up and whatnot, but he stayed on sleep. So I went ahead and listened to Soul Space app. I was distracted. I found myself very distracted, like barely listening to it. Then you know, by the time he did get up and everything like that, and he got ready to leave and go hustle in the streets and all of that, my mom was kind of all over the place, to be honest. But you know, I felt led to just, I guess, go back to sleep. So I went on back to sleep and everything like that. And then by the time I woke back up, I made a note of whatever time I got up this morning too. I think it was like 3, 4, I can't remember. But anyway, but the verses that came up with that number, whatever the number was, they didn't necessarily resonate. And then I looked up the Strongs and it wasn't standing out. I mean, there were some things, but at the same time, I'm like, meh, you know. But then when I woke back up from the, I guess, nap, something, I ended up kind of looking into, I think I looked into wonder working power. And then I looked into, oh, no, wait, you know what? After I woke back up, I looked into taking a break from God. Because I was like, am I supposed to be taking a break from you, Lord? Like, am I supposed to be taking a break from, you know, what I'm doing right now, stuff like that, since I'm, you know, nothing's coming to me to study and stuff like that, you know? So I started looking into that, and I went to godquestions.org, plugged in, taking a break from God. And at some point, as I'm looking at different articles that didn't necessarily have anything to do with taking a break from God, I came across this one that was talking about, I guess, spiritual warfare, and so I was looking into that. I was reading that article, and then ultimately it had me to go deeper about the seven sons of something like that. Basically, those gentlemen that was trying to cast out a demon in the authority of Paul, or of Jesus, who Paul's teacher taught of. That group of brothers, I guess. So I read that, and then I ended up going deeper and reading more about like just spiritual warfare, and then how to fight and things of that nature. I didn't write down any of the articles that I read, but you guys can go to gotquestions.org and plug in those things, and you should come up with it. Anything that's centered around like spiritual warfare, you guys should be able to see the articles that I saw. But that got me thinking about the wonder working power. Like I was going deeper about that. And the interesting thing was, I want to say before I started looking up, reading those articles, I ended up going to openbible.info and plugging in wonder working power. And then I was reading the verses, but then I was like, well, okay. And then I ended up going deeper and looking into what I just told you all about. And then by the time I came back to the verses, they seemed to resonate this morning. So that's where this conversation was inspired from. And here are the verses that I felt led to share. So 2 Peter 1:3, or 2 Peter 1:3, it says, his divine power has granted to us all things that pertain to life and godliness through the knowledge of him who called us to his own glory and excellence. So, at some point, before I started writing down the verses, I did come across one of the verses in Genesis, and it was talking about how, God gave, obviously, Adam the authority over, the flood, fowls and the beasts and things of that nature. And we can't, like, God created us to have so much power and authority here on earth. And at some point I was just reflecting on that and just realizing that, we really don't tap into the power and authority that we have. It's like we forfeited. We give those powers and whatnot up to, I guess, demons, or to, again, the idea that we don't have control and things of that nature. And so that was just something I was thinking about as I reflected on that first verse. I did not write that verse in Genesis down, but you guys can always go deeper and read Genesis for yourself. So then 1 Corinthians 6:14, it says, and God raised the Lord and will also raise us up by his power. As I was writing this verse down this morning, I just pretty much was thinking about, again, how Jesus was resurrected. And I talked to you guys the other day about the fact that he resurrected other people. So it seemed to me like maybe the humans should have put two and two together, that if he could raise up the dead, then couldn't he raise himself up? So how are we going to kill someone that can raise the dead? But maybe they didn't think that far, or whatever the case may be. But regardless, that's pretty much what I was thinking about when I wrote down that verse. Now, again, this does make it sound in a way, because it says, and God raised the Lord and will also raise us up. I did feel it to go deeper and read the verses around that, but I didn't. I just wrote them down. So you guys can do that if you feel led to do so, and go deeper about, maybe more context around that verse. But even just that verse alone, again, is a powerful thing, because, again, it defies, I keep wanting to say defies gravity, but no, it defies, again, whatever we know of as the human way, right? We just think death, and then we think that's it. We bury our dead and things of that nature. But again, you have to be, I guess, a kingdom citizen or a spiritual thinker to think and understand that, hey, there's life after death, and things of that nature and whatnot. And then let's just say, I know people speak about dying and coming back and things of that nature, but let's just say somebody we think is good and dead, like somebody that we actually get ready to bury, come on back. Like, would that be proof enough for you of the biblical accounts? I don't know. I don't know how we would feel. I think we probably would think zombie and stuff like that, because that's what's been put in front of us in reference to people, I guess, waking up from the dead. But anyway, again, my whole point, I guess, of sharing the verse is just to remind us of the type of power that God has, and the type of power that obviously I guess he's given us. Because I mean, again, if we can, cast out demons and things like that, and Jesus said we would do greater things than him. So if he was out here raising the dead, why can't we? I mean, I believe it's because we're not tapping into the power, and we don't have that relationship with God in order to truly use our power and gifts as we should. But hey, let's keep thinking about that. You guys can go deeper. I got another verse. It's Acts 1:8. It says, "But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth." So there you guys go, friends. I mean, not only will this we receive this power, and obviously we can do amazing miraculous things with it, but these things will be a witness around the world. And again, there are people that are tapping into that, and and there are people that are not tapping into that. There's people that are tapping into it illegally through demonic ways and whatnot as well. I think there was another article at gotquestions.org. It was centered around like how much attention that we should pay to the spirit realm and things of that nature and whatnot as well. So again, if any of these articles or things are standing out to you to just look into yourself and see what it has to say, by all means, go and check it out, gotquestions.org. But ultimately, I believe the juice this morning is understanding that God has all authority, he has all power, and he has given us some as well. And it will behoove us to tap into those things, use those things, and fight the good fight of faith as a living witness of God and his authority. And I guess that's the juice. That's the juice this morning. Now, the Bible verse of today is Matthew 6:14. It says, "For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." Friends, I hope you all enjoy this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Just a reminder, yes, today is Friday, and we have a new episode of the GSL Talk Show coming out at 7 p.m. tonight. It is with Mr. George Kaleha. He is a fellow Christian podcaster and much, much more. So tune in tonight at 7 on the God, Sex, and Love YouTube channel and check out him and his endeavors. You guys have a great night or a great day. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. There you go. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble. Anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, and sharing all those wonderful things. Yesterday was good, man. Like I told you guys, it was a long day for your girl. I want to shout out to my homegirl, Summer. She has several endeavors, but one of her endeavors, she has the cleaning business, and I had her come through and get some things together here in our home and whatnot. So I came back to a nice, calm space and whatnot. So that's cool. Greatly appreciate you, Miss Summer. Y'all can hit her up for art and much, much more. This lady even, if all things work together, I think she's going to end up doing a one-woman show for Miracle Plays. So we're going to see what the Lord do. But we got that in the works and talking about it and whatnot. So yeah, man, amazing, cool things. Speaking of shows, man. Okay, so we had rehearsal with the kids last night, and on Sunday is the performance. I think overall it went pretty good. I mean, it might not be to the standards of a theatrical person like me and the other lady who has a background in theater and whatnot. We're kind of like, a little bit, because I guess we want to see things smooth out. But I think overall it went well. The kids, I think NJ. I'm praying for the little guy. We might need to rehearse a little bit more. He did fine. He said his line and stuff, but I think he still was kind of amazed by like some of the lights and stuff that was going on because they had the cameras on last night, stuff like that, when we had the rehearsal. So I know he kind of was like just standing at some points where he was supposed to be dancing and things like that. So we're going to pray for the little guy that he pushed through and that he does a phenomenal job on Sunday. And everything like that. All the kids, they did pretty good as well. I think it'll be a powerful piece. I know at one point I almost teared up looking at everything. So we gonna see how it goes on Sunday. But Yeah, I think overall it was a cool, good experience. Speaking of cool and good, man, like I said, another amazing thing that has happened this year. Y'all know that I'm working at the church and stuff like that. And I don't know, it still just blows my mind. I was telling a friend of mine yesterday about this. Matter of fact, it was summer. I was telling her that, I guess this was the job that I never know I wanted, you know what I'm saying, or needed. This was the gig that I didn't know, that I guess being in children's ministry and things like that was my calling, I guess you would say. But I truly feel like I'm walking in purpose, and it's really cool because again, I'm able to use all my gifts and talents in this gig. I know the gentleman that's over the children's ministry, Pastor Kiwan, he was basically gave me this list that was like, let me know some ideas or what you think we need to do in regards to next year and stuff. And that's really cool. Like, they've been talking like that with me since the beginning. Like, since they brought me on, I think they considered that they brought me on in February or March. I gotta look at my start date again. But anyway, but ever since then they were talking to me about like next year and next year this and next year that. And I was feeling weird about it at first because I'm like, well, I don't know, what's going on in my life and stuff like that. And am I going to be here next year and stuff like that? And I know we all have that, we don't know. But I mean, like, in regards, because I know I was telling you guys earlier this year about the possibility of us moving, things with my husband and work and, all this type of stuff. So that's what I meant. But I don't know, y'all. I'm really feeling good about, again, the roots that have been planted in this season. I'm grateful for the job. I'm excited about next year. I'm going to pitch my ideas and see, what gets brought along. I'm excited about the things that, we've already done and incorporated. Like, I know I share and bounce ideas with my, I guess, manager all the time, or director over kids in particular. So we don't see what the Lord do, but I'm just excited. I'm thankful for this position. I'm excited for this performance on Sunday. That's going to free up some, mental capacity, because I know people keep asking me. They keep talking to me about February, because y'all know, right? Your girl done got booked to perform at the Griffin Opera House in February and whatnot. And people keep asking me about it, like, how's it going with the plans and da 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 da. And the plan is there. I just need to create some materials. That's it. Like, so, and probably get some costumes or something like that. But outside of that, the plan is there. Probably going to start rehearsing in January and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, cool things are on the horizon. Cool things are happening. I'm excited about it, grateful for it. And yeah, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye.